suppose started my career here and I ended here. I have to say the people at James Stevens have been great to myself over the years. From the time I started right through my inter-county career and even now. As George said, I'm delighted to be a James Stevens man. The club means everything to me, so I'm hoping for good things in the future now for the next couple of years.
Jackie, same question to yourself.
Yeah, Michael, two of the most enjoyable years I've ever had with the club was a little tournament run many years ago, and it was really enkindled the love of hurling in my heart. Was and anyone here that has ever heard was a Sunday morning league run by two great men that never really get the accolades in this club is by Michael Slattery and Sean Brennan. It was it was a Sunday morning league that was ran, was picked in the school. The teams were developed, got to an All-Ireland final, or got to a final of the tournament. And Sean Brennan used to do an unbelievable thing. He used to mark the field, he used to tug out, he used to ref it in the official Brian Gavin gear. But what he used to do was the two teams that got to the final, he used to get a radio, a cassette radio, get the Around the Bean played in it, and march around, and the two teams would march around after it. And for us, it was an All-Ireland final in Everton Bar, not being Club Park. And for the whole week, everyone would be talking about the final, who was in it, who were the captains. And that was unbelievable for us. And that was like at 10, 11 years of age. And it was unbelievable. It was some of the best memories I ever had. A good friend of mine, Mikey Early, the game used to start at 10:30, but it used to be an altar by at 10 o'clock. And it used to be a struggle for him to get in for the game. And I remember one time he was coming in and he arrived in at 10:40. He found out his team, he was the captain, was 5 points down. He was in the middle of getting his gear ready. He couldn't even put on the other boot. He had to get on the field and play. And to us, that's what it was. And the other great year was we had it up here already. Tubbsy and Fran Whelan, the junior final in 2000. I came on that year anyway, and I was trying to learn my trade, and I was within cornerback and a naive young cornerback. Long and gangly, and I went in beside Tubbsy White and talk about learning your trade. I mean, the dark arts of defending, you found out.
And you went ahead of the two of them.
I had to step back there when the two of them were out.
You knew the dirty head, yeah. That was grand. I played the first round, the second round, then I got moved out half-back beside Fran Whelan. But you thought Tubbsy was bad. But I went in and a half-back line of Tommy Fogarty, Fran Whelan, and I was the other half-back, and talk about learning your trade. And I learned how to defend, I learned how to play hurling, but I learned more importantly about being a man and being a village man, and those were the guys that taught me my values. And from then, a really burning desire of playing for James Stevens built on from then. And those are men in the background that really, I wouldn't be here tonight only for them.
You won everything in the game, and I suppose captain of Kilkenny is a huge honour, but is there anything, maybe any game, anything in particular that stands out over the many fantastic days you had?
Yeah, loads of fantastic days, I suppose, over the years, Michael, but I think the one day that stands out and probably stand out for everyone is the Club All-Ireland. It was a huge day in Croke Park, we were in the county final in '96. I'll just tell a small story. We were in the county final in '96 and I was only 12, and I remember going over to the Malin Park with my father, and we were playing Gore, and the teacher was at the height of his powers, so as Wall said, he didn't see a couple of goals going in. But in the end, we drew in the first game and we were betting in a replay, and I walked out in Malin Park and I said to my father, I remember walking down John Street and my father was crying, and I said to him, what's wrong? He says, sure, we'll never win a county final now again. And I said, look, we'll have to wait till line play until we win a county final. sure enough, 2004 was the next time we won a county final in this place. But look, I never seen a happier man in 2004 when we were walking out of Nolan Park and we went on to win the Club All-Ireland. But that was That was a very special day. I'll never forget the people that James Stevens up in the Hogan stand. It was brilliant, to witness it. And hopefully, myself and Jackie going back now this year, we have big hopes. So hopefully
We're certainly setting the standard high on, and I never got a club on Ireland, so we got beat in the semi-final. Just a quick story, in 1992, I'd won my 4th county medal. We won the Leinster club, played Sarsfields from Galway in the Ireland semi-final, and we were beaten, and we said we'll come back next year and we'll win the club on Ireland. And until just gone by this year, Rennes never won another championship. It took us 26 years to win the next, or 25 years to win the next championship, so you can't take it for granted, that's for sure. Jackie, maybe the same question to you in a different way. Like, it must be very difficult to separate things, but over your career, a day, a performance, maybe the day that yourself and Lara, what was going on that day? I got in fair trouble for calling Lara's performance a disgrace on the television. He wasn't too happy with it.
Yeah, it was very strange because I'd been detailed to Mark Lara, obviously, and Tommy had been detailed to Mark, I forget his name. No, the other lad from the Babur. So it was actually gas because we were down in the right corner and the ball was up the far corner, and I was trying to mark Lara and Lara was trying to mark Tommy, and Pa Burke was trying to mark Noah. Really, this was going on, but I knew after about 10 minutes, I said, this Lara lad is fit to be hung over the ceiling here, because the ball was coming up, and Pádraig Maher had the ball, and he looked up, and there was a lovely bit of space for Lara to make a move out, and he was looking straight at me. It was very similar to what John Milan, not jumping from story to story. I marked John Milan, and he was on about that story, and he had no helmet on, I had a helmet on, and I was trying to rile him up the whole lot. And I was nudging me, he turned, what are you going to fucking do about it here? This just kept going on, he was squaring up. And then out of nowhere, he just turned around, and I had a helmet on, and he had no helmet on, and he lambasted me with the biggest headbutt ever. And when he stopped, he just looked at me, and I could see the imprint of the microphone. And he just ran to the other side, and I said, is this another John Milan? But we were going on, and I could see Tommy was getting a bit frustrated. He was mad to be right half back and under the puck-ups and the whole lot, but I don't really know. I was happy enough. Lara had no interest in the ball, and I had no interest in the ball either. That was just the way it is. My best moment was probably the 2014 All-Ireland replay. It was just a great day, and it's lovely, very nice of me, and a very good friend of mine, JJ Delaney, who's not here tonight, retired that day, and to spend those last few moments with him on the field, as it was with Larks and Tommy, like, we're the best of friends behind it all. We kill each other in training, but that's just the way it is, and it has to be. And we've had some very special days, but it's not really about the All-Ireland medals or the All-Stars or something like that. It's about those special moments and the friends you make, and I'm just so privileged to be part of it.
We'll wrap it up now in a minute or two, but just something, a question I'd like to ask lads when they meet them, and an honest answer and a brief one, but you kept wing forward for many years, you kept folding in there. Who was the best player from county club, the best player, or even Kemi from your uncle, the best player that you ever marked, and why?
Jeez, there was a lot, Michael.
One I asked.
I really have to say, I spent a lot of my time marking Tommy Welsh in training. I really have to say he was the best, and that was one thing we said in Kilkenny, that when we were training, we were going to train hard, and when we go out to the field for a match, we weren't going to meet what we had met in training, and that's just the way it was from say 2006 right up to when I finished. And every day I went out marking Tommy Welsh, I knew I was going to improve. And like marking the calibre of that man, it was only a handful of days I didn't mark him in training, and I was nearly sick of fucking marking him. And then he gave me the kick in the head, and then he came up and apologised, so we were alright. No, he apologised. He apologised to Mark first. He knocked at the door, and Mark said I wasn't there. And so he couldn't, he said. He told him to tell me you weren't there. He said, I never mentioned that until. But no, look, Tommy was a fantastic player. You know, I knew going into training, if I wanted to be on the team, I'd have to be able to hold Tommy, and we had good battles over the years. As Jackie said, you know, we killed each other on the field. I think what stood out for me was, you know, everyone wanted to do it for everyone else, more so than for yourself. And we wanted to get everyone. I remember when I became captain in 2012, Tommy Welch saying to me, "We're going to do fucking everything to get you up them steps." You know, in September, and you know, he was true to his word, and everyone on the panel, they all had that attitude, and I think that's why we were so successful.
A lot of probably what Larkin would say would echo into my segment. I loved marking a corner forward that I knew what they were going to do. I knew John Milan took 5 steps to the left and struck.
Is there a low 4?
I'm sure look at Brian Gavin was probably referee. You knew Kelly got the ball, he retreated and struck over his hand, but one lad I could never make head nor tails of him. And I thought about it, he used to drive me up the walls, driving down the car. I said, what is this? And I used to be marking the chain, and I more than likely knew I was going to be marking. It was taggy fold. And the more I thought about it, I said, right, I'm going to predict what he's going to do tonight. I have his number. No, it's not happening tonight. And the more I thought about it, I said, do you know, actually, he actually doesn't even know what he's doing himself.
I was actually going to say that thing, no disrespect, I was going to say she probably didn't know himself when they go to Brian Whelan was like that. That's to say, should he come up, but Whelan didn't even know himself how he was going to do it. It was done. What are you talking about? It was just done. Great answer though. Brilliant. And lads, I'm going to let you go. One last thing. Moving on. Chatting earlier on back to the family, back to Anne and the kids, and gone out of the army, a new stage of life, exciting, you're leaving a big part of your life behind, but still a big part to go.
Yeah, absolutely, Michael. As you said, talking earlier on there, my eldest there, I was 12 and I had never been on a summer holiday, so that's on the cards for this summer, but yeah, move jobs and all that, so I'm looking forward to getting back in with the club as well, because you know, that's where you start and that's where you finish, and you know, hopefully we'll have a good year this year. I might be putting in my best effort for Bob's after what he said to me, but sure, look, Bob's was a bit like that when he was hurling as well.
Was he not taken off on there and you were only about 16 in the 21 final, or was he dropped for a long time?
I think you're right, he could have been dropped. I don't think he even turned up when he was playing on Friday, he didn't turn up on the Sunday, so. I actually remember in 2011 I turned him out an old ball, he got the first paint says on the road for 2011. He never thanked me for that.
Or probably in the shower. And Jackie, new stage of your life as well. I know we've an official announcement that you get the contract, but are you joining us on the Sunday game and into the media side of things? Or Little Woods or Martin?
I want to check, no? I think Melissa said you were a fan. I know, pretty much like Larks, very much looking forward to 2017, getting married this year to Bob's is meant to be organising my stag, doing a brutal job at the minute, but ultimately really looking forward to James Stevens this year. I love the club so much. I've neglected it obviously because of the Kilkenny commitments, but really looking forward to this year and where it takes us. So, you know, myself and Larks have an unbelievable journey. Very lucky to have had it with Larks, and great to be able to call him a friend, and very look forward to the next chapter.
He's going on Celebrity MasterChef next year. Larks says. Jesus, Bushie McConville can still be in it, there's hope for everyone, Jesus Christ. I don't even know what he's saying. But anyway, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about it. I just wanted to just thank all the guests here tonight, many of them from Kilkenny, and especially the people that travel from outside Kilkenny, the past presidents, the administrators, Ned Quinn, Chairman of the Kilkenny County Board, Brian Cody had to go again, talk about commitment. There's no finishing up for him, going off to get the team ready again to go to Nolan Park tomorrow. And to all of you for your attention, but most especially to the Larkin and Tyrell families, great night for them. What about talking about it being deserved by two men that have given so much. I'm an outsider, I'm an Offaly man, but as a hurling man, I was down there last year for Tommy Walsh's This Is Your Life, and it's an honour for me to be here again tonight to honour two such fantastic, modest, humble, phenomenal hurlers, and all the other Kilkenny lads. They're always their feet on the ground. So ladies and gentlemen, for one last time, Eoin Larkin and Jackie Tyrell. Thank you very much. Georgie said for it all. Wouldn't let the lads down. So, I think, are you making it? So there's a presentation here now. The club are going to make a presentation to the two lads.
Sit down.
We have two presentations to make to the lads tonight, one from our sponsor DAD and one from the James Stevens Hurling Club. We have two sports watches supplied by Martin Cornally and DID, so I'd like to present those first. Quotation from the James Stevens Hurling Club, an Aer Lingus voucher. Now, just to finish up, on behalf of the members of our own club, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to be with us tonight, especially our guests who travelled from all over Ireland. I would like to thank Tig O'Donoghue. Tig O'Donoghue organised the night. He couldn't be here tonight, he's away on other business. And his committee for all their hard work in organising the night, and all our club members. A special thanks to Martin Cornally and DID and his DID team who organised the PA system, the TV sets and all the IT. PM Sullivan for his research and contribution. Thanks to Willie O'Shea and his bar staff, the ladies committee, Michael Nolan who provided the food. Thank you to Michael Dagan, who I think you'll all agree did a great job. Finally to Eoin and Jackie. Tonight is a celebration to mark two great inter-county hurling careers. We hope you both enjoyed the night. You have both been great ambassadors for this club, and we hope to see you around for many years to come. Enjoy the rest of the night. Safe home.